Hi everyone, hope everyone's having a wonderful day. It is a spooky month. So yeah, I'm gonna be going over some horror shows and movies. If you have any horror shows or movies you want me to review this month, comment below. Alright, so I'm gonna be talking about Over the Garden Wall, the show. It is a shame this show only has 10 episodes to it. Again, I just rewatched on Hulu earlier today and God, I really wanted more. There was so much stuff I kind of wish I could have done more of, but it's fine that they did 10 episodes. Alright, so the DVD comes with deleted animatics and the original pilot. So the original pilot was going to become Tomb of the Unknown. It was going to be about what Greg and Beatrice, and the frog, finding a book or a tomb, a room in the unknown. They find a vegetable garden. They find a car made of vegetables. Well, no, that's a lie. The car parts are watermelon and the wheels are cucumbers. So, and then they meet a pumpkin guy with pickles for pumpkin head, a watermelon body, and pickles for arms and legs. They take him to the city and crows and turkeys attack. Then Greg finds a goose that saves the day. A white goose that saves the day. And then they go on their way. Also, Beatrice was voiced by Natasha Lego. Though in this one, she's voiced by someone different. They don't show the name of the actors and actresses like they do in movies. Okay, so as for the show, Greg and Wirt are trying to find their way home. They get lost in the woods. I do believe it's still Halloween where they're from. And on their journey to find their way home, they meet all kinds of, weird creatures. Skeletons, witches, spirits, demons, and other stuff like that. In the unknown. They meet the woodcutter, voiced by Christopher Lloyd. The same one that voiced Doc Brown in Back to the Future movies. I want to say this show is basically Gravity Falls, Cartoon Network's Gravity Falls. Though I do believe the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is better. I think would be Gravity Falls, Cartoon Network's Gravity Falls. Seeing how they have to deal with all kinds of weird creatures on a daily basis. Chaos gods, goddesses, and other stuff like that. So the show is good. The characters are great. Words is basically like a little uptight in the beginning, but he does learn to loosen up a bit. Beatrice does become nicer when meeting them. Greg, I guess, learns to be a bit mature. Alright, so the show did get a, I kind of wish they could have put the Beast on the DVD cover. Oh yeah, they also made an Over the Garden Wall comic, which I am going to review next time. So the comic, I believe, takes place, each issue takes place in between some of the episodes, and they do give some backstories to characters like Fred the Horse and other stuff as well. The comic is great. Okay, so what do I not like about it? I kind of don't like how the Beast is barely in the show. In the first episode, a creature attacks them, it was a dog that ate a turtle, It was Beatrice's dog that ate a turtle that was covered in black goo from the tree. And then they turned the dog into a monster. I got so many questions as to how did the beast came to be? Like, the beast somehow put his soul into a lantern. If the lantern goes out, he dies. I kind of want to see an origin story for the beast, but at the same time, I kind of don't, because I'm afraid if they explain it, they may ruin the character of the beast. The beast has so many abilities, yet he barely shows up in the show. He shows up a few times, and I kind of wish they could have done. Adelaide could have had her own episode, but no. They meet Adelaide in Lullaby in Frogland. Granted, each episode is like 15 minutes long each. So in Lullaby in Frogland, they meet Adelaide. She gets killed off in like literally 3 minutes. Like 3 minutes out of 12 is basically all Adelaide gets for screen time. I kind of wish we could have seen more of her, but nope, she's quickly dashed away. Babes in the Woodland is a weird episode. Into the Unknown is basically a prequel. It basically explains how they got lost in the woods. And it looks like they fell into the water. They also have the worst cops ever in the show, but whatever. So after that, so I was still trying to think how this, was it real or was it a fever dream? Because it ends with Greg in a body of water drowning to death. Wakes up, grabs his brother, and they leave the lake, collapse, and they get rushed to the hospital. And I guess Wirt and Shadow become an item. Let's see. Alright, deleted scenes. So deleted scenes didn't do much. It's just some cut dialogue they had here and there. One of them was for episode chapter 1. When Greg knocks the Woodman out in the first episode, Wirt says, "Forget that plan." He says, "Elephant never forgets." Next one is we get a full Adelaide song. Next to the scene is more dialogue from, I guess it was basically Fred. When Beatrice talked to Fred, said, "How come he didn't talk before?" He answers he doesn't talk to something. Also, the voice actor for Wirt is different. Let's see. The next release scene is in the last episode when the woodcutter kills the beast. Wirt takes the woodcutter's axe and cuts his brother free, takes him. The woodcutter yells at the beast and blows out the candle, killing the beast. Alright, so some of the deleted scenes, I get why they cut some of them. But still, an amazing show, and I highly recommend watching it. It's on Hulu. I should buy the DVD for myself. It has all 10 episodes, but yeah. Alright, stay safe, everyone.